Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, November 25th, 2024 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I evolve my perspective to support my personal evolution. So here we are, our first evolution day of Sun in Sagittarius, and we have Mercury going retrograde today. And we have a grand trine fire. Whew. You know what card we have in the cards? We got a little thunderbolt in here. We've also got a little patience in reverse. And that's sounding about right. Whew. This week is very interesting. We have this Mercury retrograde beginning today, which we'll dig into. We have Mars going retrograde in just, week and a half. But it's slowing down. And meanwhile, we have the nodes at 5 degrees, the sun at 4 degrees, marching its way swiftly to 5 degrees, and Mars hanging out at 5 degrees, going very slowly and just hanging out there. This grand trine in fire plus Mercury retrograde is spicy. Fire, every element, every sign, every planet has its highs and its lows, right? And fire is great for creativity and inspiration and to give you a little go-go, magic, fun. But when it gets upset, all bets are off. Flames. Flames everywhere. I don't know, I'm imagining some Disney villain with flames coming out of them. I don't know if that's even true, but that is the energy. And this combined with this Mercury retrograde and this Mars retrograde incoming and just the tempestuousness of the world, you're feeling it, right? So check your patience, because it's not looking like we have a little. And by the way, the universe tried really hard to remind me of patience by playing the patience song for me, which I always know it's for me when it plays for me, because I'm like, yeah, I know. I didn't listen. So here's your opportunity to listen a little better. Now, what's so interesting today, beyond our Mercury retrograde, which technically, according to this, it doesn't go retrograde until 6:42 p.m. Pacific time, but I think we're going to be feeling it today. We have the moon moving into Libra, and it's so funny because Libra's like, yes, please, harmony, yes, please, balance, yes, please, beauty and goodness and all those things. But sometimes it also just likes to throw things in chaos, like a little windstorm, just in case. And being that this moon is moving into Libra and will join the nodes, join specifically the south node in Libra, I just think it's going to stir up a little mischief and mayhem today. So today, all bets are off. Beyond, check your inner volcanoes, check your patience, and, watch it, because we're all feeling these fiery energies. Speaking of the fiery energies, Mercury is going retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius. It is going retrograde at 22 degrees Sagittarius, that master degree, which is like, you think you know, but you have no idea. Keep your mind open. And it's retrograding almost back to this degree of mayhem that we have. It's retrograding back to 6 degrees, where it will end up on December 15th. Now, between this Mercury retrograde and this Mars retrograde, this holiday season is going to be a little interesting. Just pack a little patience with you if you are traveling, because all bets are off. Any Mercury retrograde is a review. And it's a call to look within, turn within, review within. So Mercury in Sagittarius is helping us lean into what is truth. What is truth for you? What is truth for you? I actually saved a meme today. I'll probably post it. But it's a picture of a spiral, and it has the vision from over top, the vision from here, and the vision from here. And it's all different views. And that's what truth is like. Truth really does have a lot to do with our perspective. A lot of things have a lot of different angles, and we take one of them. And there's a lot more going on beyond the angle that we see. And so we want to remember this with this Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius. It's also a great time to check in with your beliefs and seeing if your beliefs align with your values, if your beliefs really are yours, or if there's somebody else's that were implanted in you. What feels aligned with who you are, with your heart? I love this Mars Sun conjunction, or not conjunction, sorry, trine, that is building. Technically, it's not going to hit its exact point till my birthday. Well, thank you, universe. November 27th, Wednesday, early on Wednesday, we're going to hit that exact point. But it's basically there. And I feel like the universe is reminding us beautiful lessons of Leo, to bring a little heart with us, to stay connected to love, as we can get a little mental in the Sagittarius energies. Remember to bring along your heart. And then move with heart. I believe that's the truest calling of the warrior, which connects into that North Node in Aries energy, is to move with heart. If you're moving without heart, what are you fighting for? You know, truly, what is more worthy than something with heart? So keep that in mind, because these energies are moving a little slowly, definitely grinding in the lessons for us. So Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius. Is there anything else that feels really important to mention at this time? Let me tune in thinking. Well, it's interesting that it's also happening at the same time as this Jupiter retrograde in the sign of Gemini. It feels like it's a really good time to change your mind. And a lot of times when you change your mind, you can change your life. And so keep that in mind in and through these energies, that this is a great time. This is also happening after this Pluto shift into Aquarius. And Aquarius is also quite mental. So there's all these layers that are like, you want to change? You want a quantum leap? You want to shift? Work here. And it's changing your mind, shifting your perspective, but also recognizing where you can bring in supportive mental energies for any shifts that you're wanting to make. So then let's bring in the other chaos element that I mentioned. Moon moving into Libra. Like I said, the moon in Libra would like things to be harmonious. It would like it to be balanced. It wants us to find our center. But we also have that lesson of not seeking peace outside of ourselves so much as trying to find that peace within ourselves. Now, a big lesson for me too in this is like finding that peace within ourselves without even needing to rearrange everything that's going on outside of yourselves. Can you find that balance? Can you find that peace? Can you have that harmony even when there's stuff coming around? That might be part of the game, the astro game, these next few days. Because these energies feel really intense, but can you find that center? Can you also recognize when your inner lava is building and find productive ways to move these energies through? As the sun is connecting to Mars, we are gonna need movement. We are gonna need movement to help move these energies through. Moon in Libra, its first connection is with Pluto. Pluto's like, you can do it. You can empower the vibes. Then we have the sun and the moon connecting. And then we have the moon and the south node connecting. So again, watch for old relational patterns that you kind of fall in, where you try to make other people happy at the expense of yourself, and see if you can let them make themselves happy and you can make yourself happy. I'm not saying don't make people happy, right? Like, don't do nice things for people, but don't do it at the expense of yourself. Stop emptying yourself to fill everybody else up, because it's throwing everything off balance. The moon's also going to connect to Mars. This is a sextile. This is probably the best connection of the day. Just because I feel like at this point, after the moon has brought its chaos, it might bring a little like soothing to the Mars energy. Like, This might be a time to make yourself feel pretty. Do like a face mask or something that feels good, that feels like adoring to yourself to help, again, balance out some of these energies. Like I said, Mercury technically doesn't go retrograde until 6:42 p.m., but we know the astro energies do what they want to do. So you will probably be feeling it all day today. I've already experienced it. I gotta tell you, I get multiple, what do we want to call it? Journals, daykeeper things, and 2 out of the 3 of them that I got for myself this year, they have different purposes. 2 out of the 3 of them were messed up. One had like a special upside down thing. One never came, and then they sent me 2 because the one never came. So I might be giving away day planners / journals. We'll see. Let's finish up. Let's look at the cards. So I mentioned we don't have very much patience today, but if you can bring some patience, it will support your process. Moment to moment, take lots of deep breaths in this energy and learn where you need to let go, right? Like learn where you don't need to, what is that saying? You do something to a dead horse, but I don't even like to think about the dead horse part. So don't do that. It's just breathe your way through it. To me, this Thunderbolt card in reverse is just some of the rising fire, but it doesn't have to go as far as the Thunderbolt. But check your ego. This card, you see these figures coming down, they're coming down from the head. It's ego stuff that we really need to watch. And with Mars and Leo, it's either going to be your inner child freaking out, or it's probably going to be your ego freaking out. And so if you can check in with them, maybe you can support the process. What I do like is we have the Fool card. So there is a new journey unfolding from this. And sometimes approaching things from the perspective of the Fool. I had a teacher, philosophy teacher? Something. I don't remember what he was, but in high school, but he I guess it was philosophy. He was like, I am but a caveman. I guess there was a Saturday night skit or something that had that, and he used to reference that skit. And sometimes if we approach things with that perspective, it can be helpful. I do have a card. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but from the Seasons of the Witch, and it's telling you to have a ceremony. I think that this might be a good idea to do a little ceremony on what you would like to experience, learn during this Mercury retrograde, and asking Spirit to help support your shifting, widening, expanded perceptions and perspectives. There we go. So that's it for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. And the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and remember who you are, for you are the solution. Namaste.